Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, the UFO didn't like us, so they brought us back. Said, get out of here.
Wow.
I think John was driving that one.
Yeah. I have
John
a
Fiore, we
you're
love you.
right. Okay, let me get my sound off so we don't go berserk here.
We had some really weird stuff going on, and it sounded like they were talking to us from outer space on my computer. Always fun, always exciting at the river.
Yes.
But I am not seeing us live, so I'm a little concerned.
We are.
There we are.
We are live. We are absolutely live.
Good morning, everybody. Sharon Boyle, Catherine Kovacs,
Sherry Seymour is with us. And, okay, so I just came on through Angel Speakers. That's how I found us.
Sharon, you're showing us a link to something. Okay. Carol Allen, good morning. Brenda Riley.
Okay.
Sherry Kate. Thank you, Sherry. Yes, that was what we were experiencing.
Dear
Hi, Diane and Rick. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hi, guys.
What link are you on? Because I'm not
Enlightened
on
World.
Okay. I am not getting that. Okay.
Yes, yay. It's working. It's still making the weird noise, but we were able to get that to stop. Are you all hearing us okay? Is there anything like a screeching noise? Because that's what we were hearing. Like this weird electronic something playing.
Yes, it
sounded
Wendy. Like Close Encounters of the Third Kind for sure.
And Robert said he's only listening as he's still at work. So hopefully what you're hearing is good.
Go. Now I see everybody.
Hi, Jan Cooper. Good morning. And Brenda says, I hear you fine. Good morning, Brenda Riley.
And Carol and Wendy, everybody. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just catching up because I wasn't on this stream, so I didn't see everybody.
That's the link that you sent. Calling Occupants of Interplanetary Craft by Karen Carpenter. Hi, Luann. Good on your end. And Sherry Seymour is watching on Angel Speakers. Hi, Sherry. All clear. Fine on your... Uh-oh. I... Says Sherry, and
Siri woke up.
Siri, go away.
Thank you,
She
Robert.
says, okay. I told her to go away, and she did.
Oh, my gosh.
I love it when things work right.
And Diane says that everybody... Diane says sounds fine, and Carol says she hears the osprey. Yay.
I don't even hear the osprey.
Okay.
Alrighty then. Yes, Sharon, I will check out that video. Hi, Becky Colazzo. Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
I keep losing it. This is really, I just keep losing the stream. And it's okay. It's just one of those technological mornings where you go, really?
I just have a question.
Yes, what's your question?
Can we turn the heater off?
Yes, we can turn the heater off.
I'm sitting here going, I'm baking. At least we're laughing. Yes, Carol Allen. I had said to her earlier when I put that post out about being abducted by a UFO, I said, you know what? If they don't have a sense of humor, then that's on them. We're going to laugh no matter what.
If we can have a sense of humor, so can you.
Hi, Julie Kiss. Welcome. And hi, Nicole Dominic. Welcome, everyone. What's for breakfast? Well,
gosh.
I don't know. We both fasted yesterday. We haven't eaten in over 24 hours. Yeah. So it's been longer than 24 hours, actually.
Yes, it has been.
Yes, Sharon Boyle, I love that song.
May I have a moment this morning?
Oh, absolutely. Please do.
I have something to show you. Yesterday, the mail lady showed up, and she brought me this. This was a surprise gift from the girls yesterday. And this is the River Rats family. These are the women who bring you coffee and conversation and make this happen. And I just want to tell you all, I love you so much. And this was the greatest gift. I was over the moon yesterday. And you'll see there is Teri there. Go down to Wendy. Wait, there. Diane. There. Okay. And Deirdre there. Okay. We are the River Rats family. We have a little private messenger chat room that we meet every day and say good morning, and they really help make this all happen. And if it weren't for them, Teri and I wouldn't be able to do what we do. And they manage it. They put up posts. They're just amazing. And I just want to say how much I love you and how grateful I am to each and every one of you. And we are a family. And this is like all the mamas of the family, and then it goes out from there. Everyone else, and all of you who support us every day, who come and have coffee with us, and make us part of your lives, and want to come in and be part of our lives. It is the greatest blessing that I've received from all of this that's going on. So I thank you so much. And I love you so much from my soul, my heart to you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I just love my picture. Isn't it just awesome?
And everybody's loving on it. And Sharon says, excellent use of your pointy finger, Jeryl.
I know. It's so backwards. And I'm already kind of like, you know how that goes.
I want to say good morning to Lizzie Berkseth. Lizzie is
Lizzie.
Such an amazing person, and pretty sure you're going to be presenting with us on Sunday, aren't you? And I'm so excited for what you're going to bring to us. And I wanted to see this comment up here from Brenda Riley. She says, ladies, the most amazing thing is happening to me and my family. Time is leaving us, or rather the concept of time is gone. I wake up and do stuff and then go to bed, remembering all my dreams now, no matter what, no idea what day of the week or month it is. This is fun.
I love it.
I love that. This is this day. I don't even know. Sometimes I have to, all the time I have to look at my calendar and say, what am I doing? Yeah. And it was even like yesterday, I was in a meeting with the other girls from Enlightened World. And they're just like going and saying something about, and Sunday, for this Sunday, I'm going, what's going on Sunday? And I thought they were both going to go, because Sunday is huge for Enlightened World. We're live streaming all day long from 9 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock at night. We're going to be live on Enlightened World Network. And every half hour, we're bringing you something beautiful and wonderful, including Jeryl Ann Heatherdale, who is going to do a water blessing and prayer. And you don't want to miss that. Every month when you do that, it's so amazing. It's different every month, but it's the same energy of respecting the water and how we can do that, and that we need to do that. This is one thing that's been shown very clearly with the shutdown. Is nature is really responding. The rivers, the waterways, the oceans, everything is responding to peace, responding to not being cluttered and dumped on and dumped in. So, so Sunday, all day long, stick with us, kid.
Oh, and I have to say good morning from River Rat Rosie. Now, River Rat Rosie, she lives about 2 miles on the river north of here.
Rosemary?
Rosemary.
Yeah, hi, Rose.
She is the kayaker that comes out every morning. Yeah. She's usually out and she kayaks almost every single day.
Awesome.
And she's actually from up in the Midwest as well. And our families have known each other even, for decades. So good morning, Rosemary. And she's the best baker and cook on the planet.
Ooh, I'm going to come visit you.
You do. You really need to just go down the river. That's an even better place, I'll tell you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I love Carol Allen says, I've seen UFOs in New Mexico. I've seen them in Arizona, and oh my gosh, it's so awesome to see them. And we have actually seen them here on the river.
Yes, we've had
That's why when the noise started happening, I'm like, that sounds like a UFO.
Yeah.
It's that type of sound.
And we've had actual orbs land on the water, not 10 feet in front of us, and stay there. The one experience, it was like an hour and a half. Yeah. And when we shined a light on it, it glowed red from the inside out. It was about this big. and it was a black orb that we saw come down from the sky. And then it went down the river after a while, split into two, did a light show, and then went up into two different crafts above it. Yeah. This is the kind of stuff that happens here on the river.
This is exciting.
Yes.
So,
and good morning, Betsy. I just want to say good morning to Betsy.
Let's make that our question today. Have you had any experience with UFO, either sightings or talked to them or whatever? And how do you feel about that? You know, a lot of people are still in that fear of them. I don't fear them at all. I never have. Right. And I used to watch those old movies about the aliens and the alien attacks and all of that. But I have no fear. And every time I've seen them, it's like peace and calm. And that's what I get. So, and I think
such a sense of love that we felt coming off of them. There was no fear. It was like they were just beaming love at us the whole time. And then at one time when they were over the forest, they literally, they shone a laser beam, and it came up to the property and it outlined literally the property. And I've just been going on this very unique spiritual adventure, and last night was phase 2 of it. And they've said that this property is very sacred property, and that they're infusing and raising the vibration and the energy. And there is a grid under the water right here, and that this property is to be used for sacred purposes and for healers and light workers and those to come to, so that they can regenerate and recharge. And they're very pleased. We also have a Native American tribe, family, village that was on this property, and they're still here in another dimension. And the two chiefs, the father and the son, have been assisting me on this journey. They've guided me into the wilderness where I go into isolation. Last night it lasted for 2.5 hours. So it's a lot. This is just such a beautiful, beautiful property, and I'm so blessed to be here. And that was part of my soul contract, to meet my husband and to be here and to, for the next 40, 50 years, fulfill this part of my mission, my next step of my mission. And that's what they're preparing me for. And that's why I changed my diet. I didn't know it happened so easily back in December, and changed everything that I'm inputting so that I could do this. So also, I just want to ask real quickly, Carol Allen asked if there's going to be a list of events for Sunday posted on Enlightened World Network, and I wanted to
and I'll get all of that into the River Family group. But I think we should tell them the funny about the night that we saw that UFO where it dropped down the ball in the river. Yeah. We were watching. We sky watch. That's our thing out here at the river when it's not 40 degrees outside. We sit outside and we watch the sky, and we pretty much know what's in the sky. We know what's supposed to be up there with the stars and the planets. And so that particular night, I'm watching and I see that red streak coming, and I said to Jeryl right away, I don't think that's a star. And it wasn't like a meteor or a falling star. It was just like coming slowly, and it was a red streak. So we're watching it, and there's a huge tree beside of us, and all of a sudden it went like behind the tree, so we couldn't see it anymore. Well, she runs out on the dock, and I'm still up here by the screen where we're sitting. And she goes out on the dock, and she's like getting all excited. Did you see that? Did you see that? And I'm up here. And then all of a sudden she realizes she's out there by herself right beside this thing. Oh, yeah. And she's like, oh, hell no. So she runs back out to where I am, like safety in numbers, right? Yeah. If she's going to get abducted, I'm going with her.
Yeah. Oh, but it gets better, right? So we're watching this, and it's just like it's hovering above the water, right? And so I thought, I'm going to go get a flashlight. So I just leave her out there by herself. Yeah. And I go in to get a flashlight. And of course the flashlight didn't work. So then I get my husband. We're trying to find batteries. And the whole time I'm not even thinking about poor Teri, who, could be abducted at any moment. But I got back out, and it was there, and it stayed there. And I felt she couldn't stand up. She was really, really dizzy. And none of this was scary. but I felt like they were, sending information into my heart chakra, my chest. Almost, there was so much pressure and that, and it wasn't scary at all. It just felt like immense amounts of love. Yeah, we've had some pretty amazing stuff. So we do have some other experiences. Let's keep going here. Let's start talking.
Yeah, Deirdre says she wishes a UFO would come around her place. Yeah, that's my intention. Every time I look up at the sky, I'm like, can I see you now? Can I see you? And I know they're always there. Mm-hmm. My friend Nicole Gunsinger down in where I live, she channels, and she told me, she goes, I look out the window, I know they're there, and I just set my intention, okay, I'm going to see you today. So they're always around. Sherry Seymour says, my husband and I saw one years ago down in Waxahachie, Florida. Florida's a great place to see them. Florida and out in the desert. You see them a lot out there.
Carol says, we were on a cross-country trip with 30 Girl Scouts. We were driving through the night, and these crafts were with us for about an hour. All 10 of the adults saw the crafts, and we were just mesmerized. I know. It's like...
It is mesmerizing.
It is.
Yeah, Catherine Kovacs has never come across any UFOs, but I have had experience with angels.
Yes.
Yeah, and I love Roberts. I would like to be taken away by a UFO, but I haven't been fortunate enough to see any yet. Or perhaps I have already been taken away and they zapped me not to remember. Yeah, because you would just like tell all, wouldn't you, Robert?
Yes, you would. Oh, and Wendy says she really enjoyed Angel Radio last night with Teri Angel and Callista McGillivray.
Amazing. She is amazing. When she talks, I feel like it's an angel talking. Mm-hmm. She has that kind of energy that's so beautiful. And thank you, Wendy, for that, because it was. And you can watch the replay. It's on Angel Heart Radio. Yeah. And it's actually, I think it's already broadcast live over the radio, but you can always go in there and listen to the replays.
And Angie Taylor says, I've seen a lot of what I feel are ships. They can seem like satellite, but I see all the time at different times. I see a lot of shooting star type flashes, all different colors.
Colors. Yeah, I saw that last night. There was a red flash going on, and it wasn't an airplane. So lots of activity.
Good morning, Fran Marley. I'm
Thanks
so
for
glad
coming
to see
back.
you this morning. Yeah. This is wonderful. And Betsy says she never saw a UFO, but her best friend's dad said he saw one in New York City years ago.
Yeah, and Canada. They get a lot of UFO sightings in Canada, which is just over the border from New York.
Yeah, there's a lot of activity in the Ocala National Forest over here. And in Ocala, there have been all kinds of different things. And I know there's been talk of some kind of a military action somewhere within the forest itself. But I had some friends here that have been here for years, decades and decades. And her dad worked for the CIA. Right. And said there's just a lot of stuff that we don't know about that goes on over there.
A lot of secret military stuff.
Yeah.
We probably don't even want to know about.
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
No, I don't want to know.
Joanne's with us. Joanne McConaughey.
Hi,
Good
Joanne.
morning. And she
Good
says,
morning.
wow, amazing. And Luann, I was visited by what I would call an ET being. Okay. And Luann is in Canada.
She's in Canada.
She woke up in the middle of the night to see it leaving my bedroom. Didn't get a good look, but it was short. I know that much.
Okay.
Yeah, they take on different forms, so you might see short, tall. I've never heard of a fat alien, but I know that I've heard of the short ones and the really tall ones.
Well, and I love Gaia TV. I love Gaia TV, and I love George Norrie, and of course I used to watch David Wilcock when he was on, and Corey Good, and all of them. And there's just so much information out there that we're not privy to. So I think we're all realizing that. And we're being helped at this time, whether it's the Pleiadians, whether it's the Arcturians, the Sirians, it doesn't matter. We're being helped by our galactic brothers and sisters.
Yes,
because they are as invested in our ascension as we are. Because, again, we look at the planet, we look at this marble that's floating in space as a collective. But that collective is the entire universe. It is everything that is in existence. And so just like we're all connected here, and the energy that we put out and the energy and how we see things, we connect and we share that collectively. We're not just sharing it here on this planet, we're sharing it throughout the universe. And so they want us to ascend as much as we want to ascend.
Yeah, absolutely. Hello to everyone jumping in. We're having a UFO discussion today.
We're having a galactic conversation.
Joanne, the Con News, says, me and the kids have been sky gazing most nights, and they love it. I've been telling them all about the UFO. I had it confirmed by a medium that they took me for some healing. I love that.
That happens a lot.
It does happen a lot. And I've done a lot of like hypnotherapy sessions with people and taken them deep into where they can remember certain things that happened. And some of those were where the ET being came and communicated with them. So yeah, I love that.
My first spiritual partner, I was living with her and her family. And this was about 30 years ago. And she, from the time she was a small child, she had gifts, amazing gifts, still does. And she had been abducted many times. And it happened that one particular morning, she came down and she woke me up and she says, you need to look at this. And I looked, and there was an incision over where her ovaries are. And there was still blood. It was like you know how when they do a laser surgery, that it was sealed, but there was still some blood. And about, I guess it's been close to 15 years ago, something like that, she met the child. She was part of a hybrid experiment. And they've been hybriding humans with extraterrestrials forever. And she was part of one of 20 different experiments that were going on. And she actually got to meet her extraterrestrial daughter in that way at about 15-20 years ago.
Yeah.
So this isn't a big movie, kids. This is real life. This is real life. It happens.
Yeah, and we've got people jumping on. I just want to say good morning to some of these that have come in with us. Bryden D'Souza, Wendy Coleman, Dewey Willis. Hello.
Hi. Good morning.
Jenny Prouse is with us again. Julia Palmer Price is watching with us, and Bonnie Bird.
Hi, Bonnie. Bonnie's up in New York. She's my, I met her down here, but she's up in New York.
Thank you for coming in. And I just really quick need, because I don't know if she's sticking around, Trey is with us this morning.
Oh, good morning,
It's her
Trey.
fur angel birthday today. She would have been 4 today, and she's very sad and low. And
I'm so sorry.
She has a crisis team coming today. I'm not sure what that means, Trey. But she's sending love to us all, and we're sending love right back to you if you're still listening, and I hope you are. I hope you'll join in. We've had lots of laughs already today. Yeah. We're just using our sense of humor, because you know what? If we don't have the sense of humor, then we don't have anything really. Just walking through life.
Absolutely. Carol Allen says there is no way we are alone in the universe. Yeah. Absolutely. And Sherry Gateway says and I have this too, she uses the CE5 app by Dr. Stephen Greer, who also did the documentary Close Encounters of the Fifth Time. Yeah.
Yeah. Fifth kind. I love those. And, you know, I use an app to get spirits caught on camera, but I know there are a lot of the apps where you can tune in to what the activity that's going on. And so one thing we did, because we were seeing so much and we didn't know if it was a plane, and we'd always sit out there, is that a plane? Is that a plane? Yeah. So I've got the app that shows what planes are in the vicinity. So we know if we're seeing something, and this has happened, we're seeing the lights coming across the forest and seeing the lights out there moving, and there's nothing showing on the radar that's a plane that's supposed to be there, then we're like, okay, that was not a plane, was it?
Yeah. And Angie Taylor says, we are the aliens. And you're right, Angie, we are. Brenda, do you see Brenda's comment? She says, I've had many dreams of being on a huge ship where I'm working during sleep time. Yeah.
Trey says the crisis team is like an emergency mental health team when she's so low.
Okay,
well, we'll be your crisis team right now, Trey.
Yes.
We told you
Lift
the
you
other
up.
day to come on today because we want to help you. We want to support you any way we can and lift your vibration. And we're definitely going to lift you up during our prayer time. So we'll put you first and foremost in that circle of prayers. And you all can go ahead if you want and start typing in your prayers. I know we got a late start.
Yeah, we got a late start.
We got a late start today because of the UFOs talking to us. But we're definitely going to have prayer time today. And I just shared with Jeryl Ann before the show, we're going to take a few moments, probably about 15 minutes on Sunday in between two sessions, and I'm going to lead us in a prayer time that day. So anytime during that day, if you're watching any of the sessions, you can type in what you want as a prayer request, and I'll get that information. So we will sit together for about 10 or 15 minutes like we do at the end of this show, and we'll lift up any of those prayer requests. So we're going to put you in there, Trey. You're going to be up there, number one. She says, thank you. Prayers for my therapist and for Susie Hope, Savior, my everything. And we're just, this is just a love fest. We are love, and we welcome everybody with open arms. And you definitely are in the right place.
Yes.
You're here today because you were supposed to be here with us. And thank you.
And we've all, many of us have suffered the loss of our fur pets. And I never had children, two-legged ones. And so my fur babies are my babies. They're my children. They're my family. And they're there with me whenever I need to be lifted up. They're there to love me unconditionally. And, they give us a love that
there's nothing
people
like
can.
it.
Nobody can.
Yeah,
and so
really isn't.
It is so it's so natural and normal for you to be feeling this grief. And the hardest thing for us is I want to reach in and take that grief and that pain away from you. Unfortunately, this is the part of the process that all we can do is help soothe you and know and send you our love and let you know that you're in our hearts, and that from experience, I know this. There will come a time when the pain isn't as gut-wrenching as it is right now. It will ease up. It will every day. Eventually, it will get less and less to where you'll have that place where you'll feel a joy and a love when you think of your fur babies, not being there. But they're there in spirit. Teri talked about this the other day. They are there in spirit with you right now. They typically stick around to get you through that grieving period. So talk to Susie Hope. Talk to her. And
she is there. I can feel her energy there. And she wants you to laugh. She wants you to sit with us and just let your spirit be lifted up, because that's what's needed right now for you. And give yourself all the time you need to grieve. There's no time limit on grief.
Right.
Each person does it in their own unique way.
Absolutely.
So wherever you're at in your place with your grief, just be there. Just be there. And those special days, that's the hard part in grief. You remember the anniversaries, you remember the birthdays and special times that you had together. There may be something that just all of a sudden clicks a memory, and you're right back there in that tearing and feeling that deep hurt again. But that's okay. It's okay, because like Jeryl Ann said, with time, it gets easier. It doesn't totally go away, but it does get easier where you're able to smile again and you're able to really laugh at maybe some things that Susie Hope did. We reminded you the other day to play with her. Think of the things that you'd like to do with her, and that brings that energy even closer. I do that sometimes. I lost both of my kids last year, Tazzy and Gizmo. And so there's moments when, it's like I go into that place, like when I'm on the air. Gizmo was always there, always.
Yeah.
He was like a camera whore. He was like, you got a camera going? Oh boy, here I am. And he was loud. He was sometimes obnoxious, but he was always there. And that was the hard part for me. When I would go on the air, I'm like, something's missing.
Yeah.
That little sidekick is missing. And there's moments when I'm on the air and I'm thinking, boy, Gizmo would really be speaking up right now, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
So we do. We go through those moments and just be okay with yourself doing that. There's no judgment. There's no criticism.
Mm-hmm.
It's just getting into that place of love and peace inside. Yeah, now, Angie, we all miss Gizmo, don't we?
Yeah.
He was such a love.
Yeah,
He really was. Oh, he was amazing.
He was until 2-3 o'clock in the morning when he would see something, and he lets out a howl. He would let out, and it would wake the neighborhood up. It was so loud, and you couldn't get him. He did not want to stop, and I went and stayed with Teri after her surgery. And he had to stay with me because he couldn't get on top of her. And so she's in an efficiency. So he and I were sleeping in this chair. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you what, he would just I would come up like a shot because he would just, he really made his presence known.
He was sneaky, and he would sneak down without her knowing it. And then all of a sudden, he's in the other room yowling.
Yeah.
Yes, Gizmo, we remember you well.
We remember you. Yes.
Hi, Nancy Wynn. You came back today. Thank you for being
Nancy.
with us.
Good morning.
Yeah, he was just too funny, Angie. Really.
Yeah.
And I want to read this from Angie.
Okay.
She says, with the last workshop I did a couple of years ago, we were connected to the blue star quantum field and assigned our medical team who are from our home planet. It was very eye-opening and powerful experience. I bet it was.
That would be
amazing. Sounds really amazing. We have one of our presenters on Enlightened World is Reba Linker. And Reba does this connection with the quantum field and with the starships. She's amazing. If you all want to check her out, go to A2Z, like the letter A2Z, Healing Space. And she has amazing things going on there. And one of those is that quantum starship experience. And she is trained in how to guide people to their planet. So Reba's amazing. I just love her. I think she's going to be on with us on Sunday. Don't hold me to that. I think I'm remembering correctly that she's going to do something for us. But yeah, go check her out. She's on Facebook too. A to Z Healing Space.
Yeah. And Sylvia, I can't read
Sylvia
it from
Gazelle.
Here.
Good
Hi,
morning.
Sylvia. Good morning. How
Welcome
are you
to
this
all
morning?
of you jumping in. Oh my gosh, I
There's
stopped
so
looking
many.
at the time.
Yeah.
So type in
Lots
your
of-
prayer requests. And we're having a UFO discussion this morning. I love this. You know what? You never know what you're going to get when you come to coffee.
Well, it started this morning with our sound on the computer. It was literally like there was some kind of transmission, some kind of message that was being brought to us. It was the most bizarre thing. Like straight out of a movie.
Yeah, it was.
And she shut her computer down, started it back up. We turned off the heater. We did all these things. And it was quite amazing. And then we both got a pain. She had a shooting pain go up her third eye and up. And I had pressure all across the high bridge of my nose at the same time. So it was okay, this is
and this is why you all come back every day. You never know what our experience is going to be.
That's true. That is very
Keep coming
true.
back. We may just disappear in front of your eyes next time.
I know. Wouldn't that be interesting? Wow, that would freak me out.
So yes, it is time to put your prayer requests in. If anybody has anything on your heart, we're going to definitely remember Trey this morning and say happy birthday to Susie Hope. Happy birthday, Susie.
Birthday, Susie.
Yeah, I'm visualizing a cake, a little cake with a candle on it for you.
Yeah.
And 4 years old. Yeah, beautiful.
And Cheryl Brooks is with us. Good morning.
Hi, Cheryl. Thank you for coming in.
And what did Sherry say?
Sherry says prayers for herself. Her right hand is still bothering her, and she needs it. to make soap. Yeah,
I
you
know.
do.
Oh, and I love that. I love the eucalyptus
Oh my gosh,
tea tree.
I love
Isn't
that.
it amazing?
Sherry.
Oh, Sherry, it's so
Wow.
yummy. It
Yeah,
really
you outdid
is.
yourself on that one. That's
Yeah.
really, really good.
Yeah.
She had used it, and I didn't know that she'd put it in the bathroom. And I was in my studio, which is right by the bathroom. And so she opens the door and comes out, and I'm thinking, what is that smell? Does she have a new spray that I don't know about? Because that smell is just so beautiful.
Yeah.
So thank you, Sherry. Thank you
it's lovely.
for making that.
Sherry makes the most amazing organic soaps. She does bar soaps, but she does liquid soaps. And I had her make us some because, of course, I'd rather use those than anything else. Mm-hmm. And she made 3 scents, and one was a eucalyptus tea tree. And tea trees in all of them because it's an antibacterial. Mm-hmm. And so I said, surprise us. So that's what I put in the pump. Right. And oh my gosh, I just love it.
I love it too. And look what Sherry did. Sherry sent a birthday cake for Susie Hope Savior Rowland. Yes. Thank you, Sherry. You are so kind and thinking of others always.
She does,
Thank
especially
you.
when it comes to animals, because she is such an animal lover. And when our sissy passed away, she had a stepping stone done. She took a picture of Sissy, and the woman out of glass, like a mosaic, did a picture of Sissy and put Jeryl Healing Angel. And because I have a group called Jeryl Healing Angels, and a lot of my students belong to that. And it is her grave marker. And, you know, she's got a beautiful place in the woods by her house. She lives out in the country, too. She's even more isolated than I am. And she has a little memorial garden for her pets and her husband and everything. And she has these markers. And she is the kindest person. Mm-hmm. I just love her. And she makes great sugar-free chocolate-covered peanuts.
Yeah, she does. Joanne McConnew wants to add her daughters into the prayer circle.
Yes.
That Millie gets home safe from Dubai, and her daughter Macy heals quickly after her operation, and just for a boost of energy for her. And also that everyone here receives some loving blessings, and that the UFOs show themselves more and more and come and help us all. Yes. Absolutely. I'm with you there, Joanne. Thank you. Thank you.
And Catherine Kovacs and our own Wendy. Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
We're
putting
here.
you still in the circle.
She's having a scan tomorrow. And she's been in a lot of pain the last few days. So please lift her up in prayer and ask for her pain to be taken away.
Absolutely.
And Julie Kiss, prayers for her family and friends in the world.
Yeah. And Catherine Kovacs for her and her family.
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome. Wendy says she has a glass rainbow bridge with some of Senna's ashes in it, and that Senna was their dog. Beautiful dog.
Absolutely beautiful.
And her husband has been seeing Senna and Senna's spirit around the house. So
I've seen some of those pictures too. They're awesome.
They are beautiful.
Betsy Colazzo is here. Hi, Betsy. Hi. Prayers for my family and friends to find peace during these times.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and somebody came on.
Donna
Zola,
or go back the other way.
Oh, the other way.
Yeah, right.
Donna Zola, welcome.
Zola.
Good morning.
Hi.
You're here just in time for our meditative prayer.
And I want to thank you, all of you that did prayers for me for last night. It was my second phase of this spiritual journey. It's an isolation journey. And it went so beautifully last night. And I know it's because of all the prayers and love that lifted me up throughout. So, yes, just thank you. I'm so grateful.
Absolutely. And let's keep each one of us lifted up. I know we all have things going on. Maybe we don't speak them out loud or type them, but we know that there's certain things that we need healing for.
Yes.
Like we're in this physical body, and you know, it doesn't stay perfect all the time. So let's lift each other up for whatever it may be. You might think it's too minute to even bring up, but everything is important. You matter. You matter. You matter to us, and you matter to God. So for those of you who haven't done this with us before, we lift up all of these prayer requests, anything that anybody typed in, anything we spoke. Like I have friends I want to definitely keep in there. my friends out in California, Camille DeSalm, my friend here in Florida that has been diagnosed positive with the coronavirus, Yvonne. Please help to lift them up. And I want, for some reason, I'm just hearing to put my sister in there today, my older sister, Loretta. Let's lift her up today.
And Robert Doza asks that we do ongoing prayers for his twin flame, Dania, for releasing stress, healing of any and all diseases for the highest good.
Yeah, and Deirdre must not be
Deirdre,
here. We always
yeah.
pray for her daughter
Yes.
and for Wendy's friend Daisy Wallace.
Yes, Daisy
Yeah.
Wallace.
So let's keep
and,
all of them, all those
yep.
that we know have been asked before for us to pray. And the exciting thing is when we pray, we always hear back from people. We get feedback.
Mhm.
And some of them are like instantaneously prayers are answered and things are going really well. So if you have a blessing that you want to share with us of something that's happened after we lift your loved one up in prayer, or you up in prayer, share with us. We'd like to hear that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
well, let's get centered because it's already 8:24.
Yes, okay.
And I know Diane will be coming on at 9:30.
9:30.
So we want to give a little break in there.
So
yeah,
join Diane at the playground at 9:30 this morning on Enlightened World Network.
Yeah,
Please.
and then we'll talk about the other shows after we do
Yeah.
the prayer time.
Awesome.
Because I have an exciting one today. Yeah, Robert's going to be with me today. Okay. So
Robert Painley, not Robert
yes,
Doza.
Robert Painley, I'm sorry. Yeah, we talked about Robert before and the show that he's going to start, which is going to start on May 1st. All right.
Okay.
So let's start getting centered. If you would, just take the breath in that really goes into your heart center. I like to touch the center of my chest because that brings the energy right into the heart. Oh, and let's just relax that out. We've had a lot of laughter this morning, and so I feel a lightness with most of the collective. Let's get everybody on board with that light energy. Breathing in the laughter, breathing in joy. And then exhale it out. Breathing in your gratitude now. What are you grateful for today? Breathe that right into your heart. And let's get very centered right now. I'm going to call in the angels. I'm going to call in Raphael because there's some healing that needs to take place here with us in our circle and also with these prayer requests that have been brought forth. There were prayers for healing, physical healing, emotional healing. And then let's ask Archangel Michael to come in to give us strength, to cut our cords to anything that's weighing us down. And we're calling Archangel Gabriel. Please help us to understand, help us to see the big picture. Help us to hear clearly those messages that come in for us. And then Archangel Jeryl to complete that circle of archangels. Lift us and guide us and ground us into the earth energy. Show us how to ground. Show us what's needed to really feel safe, to feel secure. And I'm seeing this thread as we take that next breath in, a thread of energy going down our bodies, all the way down the legs and out the bottom of the feet and entering Mother Earth. Let's go down into that earth energy. And let's do a give and take this morning. We're taking the beautiful centering energy, feeling balanced from being down into the center of Mother Earth. And let's give her love as we're down there. Let's pour love right into her heart. Just envision like we have a heart inside of us. Envision Mother Earth and her heartbeat. Really connect right now. Feel the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Feel that rhythm that's going on inside of the earth. Do you feel that? I'm hearing it. I hear the heartbeat. How beautiful. Wow, and I hear gratitude coming back from her. Gratitude for this wave of love that we just poured into Mother Earth. And with that gratitude, she's pouring that back into love inside our hearts, helping us to feel very safe right now. She's telling us that we are safe and that we can take that energy up from her and pour it into our root chakras. Right now, envision your legs as strong as they can be. Every muscle, every fiber, every bone is strengthened by this energy coming up from our Mother Earth. Hear those words that she is saying and say them to yourself. I am safe. I am enough. Wow, that is so beautiful. Now let's pull that energy up to our heart center and let's really fully realize it inside of our heart. I am safe. I am safe to give love. I am safe to receive love. And as you are listening to the sound of my voice, envision that you are being put right in the center of this circle. We're lifting you up for anything that might be needed. It may just be a headache. It might be a pain somewhere in the body that's very minute, but it's there. It's irritating. It's frustrating that it's not going away. We're lifting you up for whatever is needed in your life, in your physical body, in your emotional body, your mental body, and your spiritual body. And I'm asking these beautiful archangels that are surrounding us right now to lift you energetically forward, carrying you right to God the Creator. And let's look at all these prayer requests that came in today. Anybody that mentioned a loved one that's in need, any verbal mention of a loved one, any thought that you have of someone you want to lift up, let's add them into our circle. See us surrounding all of those prayer requests. We're all gathered together, holding hands energetically, lending our energy and our love to all of those prayer requests. And now let's bring in wherever you are, whatever city, country, nation, wherever you're at in the world, let's bring your little piece of the world into this circle. Asking for blessings immediately surrounding you. May there be peace in your neighborhoods. Let's put that into the circle. And now let's add in the rest of the world, anywhere that's not represented here by us. Let's bring in the whole world into the circle. May there be peace over our Mother Earth. Every inhabitant, every animal, every plant, all the water, everything in nature, let there be peace. And now let's let go of our hands and really raise together all of these prayer requests. Just lift them up. Just let your hands lift up these prayer requests, going up and out further and further until it reaches our Creator, and asking that any burdens that we're feeling, any attachment to these prayer requests be taken. Any attachment to the outcome, anything that we might visualize happening, let's let that go, because we don't know the big picture yet. God knows how to handle this in the best way for that person or for our earth. So let's let that go. Let's surrender today. We're all surrendering attachment. We're surrendering the need to control, the need to have our hands right there in the answer to anybody's problem. Let's let go of that. And in that surrender, we find freedom. And there is a female angel called Freedom. And she's the one that's working with all of us right now to feel that lightness as we surrender, as we let go, as we go into a state of just being. Just being. It's a beautiful place to be. And that's where we want to go right now. To just allow, just to be. Staying in the now moment. Take that breath in and feel what that feels like. To just be. I feel peace and calm coming over us all. It's like I put you to sleep. You're just sitting there enjoying that moment of peace and joy. Breathe it out. Breathe out anything that's still stuck in there. Anything that you're still holding on to and it's being a little stubborn and saying, no, I need to hold that because I need to control that outcome. You don't. You really don't. Let it go. Surrender it. Right now, with all of us in that beautiful energy of love and peace and joy, let's hold each other in our hearts. Everyone that's here gathered together this morning by the river, let's just hold each other. Each person, each animal. Let's hold the energy of the water, holding all that beautiful, yummy energy right in our heart center. And let's do our heart telephone. So looking to the person energetically that's on your left side, you're going to say to that person, I love you, and really feel it. I love you. And sending that love all around our circle, letting it explode with beautiful energy as it goes around, coming back into your heart. Receive it in. Open up and receive. Breathing it in. Ooh, that's yummy. And now let's do it to everybody, the whole collective that's here, and anybody that will listen to this later on. At the count of 3, we're going to say, thank you, I love you. So 1, 2, 3. Thank you, I love you. Love to all of you. Oh, you all are so awesome and amazing. Oh, yes, thank you for being here. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And go out and have a day filled with miracles, small miracles, big miracles. Everything's a miracle. Look for the miracle in your day. Absolutely.
It's there.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah.
Thank you to all of you who came on while we were doing the meditative prayer.
And sharing your stories with us today.
Alyssa is here.
Hello.
Christina Bauer. Saji George is watching with us. Hi. Thank you all for jumping in here with us.
And don't forget, Diane's come to the
9:30.
Playground at 9:30 on Enlightened World Network. And what else have we got coming up today?
Today is Gratitude Happy Hour at 5 o'clock. It's happy hour somewhere. And today I have Robert Painley coming on to talk about his new show that he's going to do on Enlightened World Network. It's called Robert's Haunted Pajama Party. Do you love that? Do you love that? I love that.
Great,
and he will be in his pajamas. starting May 1st. He's going to broadcast starting at 10 o'clock at night on Eastern. Sorry, Wendy, I know that's really late where you are. But 10 o'clock at night, he will be coming on, and he's going to tell us real paranormal stories that has happened personally, that he has either experienced that energy or it's been somewhere where he's working with other people's energy. And then he's going to do a teaching of how we can protect ourselves against any energy that comes our way paranormally, and how we can help those that are stuck energy, disembodied energy, how we can talk to them and to ask, how can we help you? Because he's helped many of these spirits to cross over. He's helped them, and so have I. I've helped them to move on if they're not ready to cross over. It's like, okay, well, you can't stay here. You got to go. So I hope that you all are excited like I am about that show. And Wendy, you'll just have to watch the replay, honey. I know it's going to be really late for you where you are.
And Robert and Sharon Boyle, all of them, yeah.
But jump in at 5 o'clock today and hear his excitement and hear what he's going to be doing on those shows. It really is amazing.
Yes. And he's amazing.
Oh, he is
such
so
a great storyteller. Yeah.
Yeah. Robert's Haunted Pajama Party. Thank you.
Oh, it's Susie Koff.
Yes, Sue, thank you.
Hi,
and
Sue.
yes, we will be doing the same thing. He'll be broadcasting live on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope for that show.
Yeah.
So, yeah, plan on joining us if you can. Oh, Wendy says, no, I will be up. I know you're excited about this show, Wendy, and I wanted to bring you that good news that, yes, we got him. He is going to do it on Enlightened World. Yes. We're so happy about that.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. And what time is the silent meditation today?
We don't have a silent. We have a meditation.
Day. Yeah. What time is it? Sorry.
I don't know. We will put a little blurb into. Well, Ruth is doing it now every day on Enlightened World, showing the schedule of the day.
Yeah. So just go there.
So go there, and then I'll try to copy and paste that into the group for the whole day, the schedule. So you can join us in anything we do. I love Enlightened World Network. Yes. I love Dr. Ruth Anderson, who created this. And it's expanding. It's expanding out far and wide. We're even going to be bringing yoga to you guys. And I'm hoping to see it happen throughout the day. So no matter what time, you can jump into a live yoga session. And some of it is just stretches. Some of it is like, here's what you do. Ever how you can do it. So awesome. I love you guys so much. We are going to get off of here.
Let's get off and get ready for Diane at 9:30.
Yes, absolutely.
Little Jeryl is ready.
I love you so much.
I love you all.
Have a beautiful day.
Bye.
Bye.